opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of the station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.
You are watching Lit Happen, Saskatchewan showcase of the literary talent of the province. I really raved about my guest today. For all lovers of baseball and baseball folklore, I think this is going to be a truly remarkable episode. So I just like to get right to it and welcome Ryan Thaddeus to the show. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you here. It was just a great feeling. We're on location in Indigo Books on 8th Street in Saskatoon.
Yeah,
and
it's beautiful in here.
Yeah, it just feels great to be here. So we're going to talk about your book, Ryan, but first of all, I really want to hear the backstory. I want to hear about you. Tell us about your career and what led to you being an author.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd gone to university, at York University, in order to be a screenwriter originally.
Wow.
I had a little bit of a falling out with a teacher. I don't have time to go into it. What they were trying to do was really pigeonhole the way I thought the creative process was going. I didn't agree with it and eventually left the business altogether.
Wow.
Like everybody else, I got into the money end of it. I thought, hey, well, I'll just go make money, and money is going to be the way to go about it. I did fairly well, ran a company for a little while, and then I got to a point where I was sitting there, I had a house, I had everything I wanted, and I thought, now what? And I guess that's really what the book brings out is when you have to get to that point where you ask yourself, what is it that I want to do with my life? What's going to make it meaningful? At that point, I said to myself, well, I'll tell you what, with me, it was always sports growing up, and of course writing. So at that point, I got back into it. I said, that's enough of everything else. I really need to focus on what it is that I want to do. I got back into writing. Took me a year just to do the research on this book alone. It's something that I believe really strongly, and if you're going to write about something, you really need to know the background, the detail, and that's something that I hope really comes out in Pure Baseball.
So, tell me about the premise of Pure Baseball.
Well, I mean, as I've alluded to, it's really it's about a character named Carl Jackson who's made it his mission to become the best hitter in the world, the world's greatest hitter.
Right.
He's gone about perfecting his craft to the point that he can hit any ball, make it do what he wants. But because of the segregation of the time, the things that were going on, I mean, the history of the period is actually 1904. So you can imagine the history that was going on at that point, right? He's not allowed to play because some people think that he might have some African-American roots, as well as some other things, some maybe native genealogy. Because of that, he can't play the game, so he has to sneak into games in order to get in. Now, through one way or another, he comes out into a series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees, who at that time were the Highlanders, and well, I'll let you read the book.
Yeah.
Okay. But it all comes together at that one point, and like I said, it's really teaching that philosophy on life.
Great.
Do what you want, the money will follow, the universe will take care of everything else.
Wow, I love that theme.
Thank you.
I just want to say the cover is brilliant. I love the cover.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of the crew and I were just remarking before we started taping today what a clever cover it is. So, yeah, it makes a great gift.
Great.
We'll just throw that out there.
Thanks. It does. Christmas is coming up.
Yeah. Now, speaking of that, I'm sure the book is available right here in Indigo. Where else in Saskatchewan can viewers find the book?
You can pick it up at McNally Robinson here at Chapters Indigo, of course, and online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. They make great ebooks.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be the way things are starting to go these days. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I still prefer to read off of paper. I think it's just easier on my eyes, but
Yeah.
I like the paper copies.
Yeah, a lot of people still are saying they're embracing paper, so that's
right.
good.
And I mean, the nice thing is too, I mean, as local authors, as we are, I mean, with yourself too, you tend to be out in the community. If you ever want a signed copy, feel free to contact me on a website, and I'm sure I can get that done for you. I'd be happy to.
Actually, that'd be a good segue into another thing I wanted to mention is social media. I'm sure you're active on Facebook and
Absolutely.
Yeah. And your publisher's website?
It's the Fiction Studio.
Nice.
You can just go straight to
Right.
the Fiction Studio and
Yeah.
click on
I'm sure
on my
viewers
book and I'll pop right up.
Awesome. Now, I know we're running out of time, but I just want to ask you, what's the reaction been to the book since it's been out?
It's been really good, honestly. I had another local talent, John Gormley, do a review on the book. He
Great.
gave me a really nice review. Jamie Campbell, who does Sports Center. Quite a few people in the sports world, especially baseball in particular, they've really liked it. Just because the history itself goes really deep into the American history.
Right.
Anybody that's interested in that, interested in the baseball end of it as well, get a lot out of it, and they're enjoying it a lot. And of course,
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that.
No doubt. So I can see you're really happy with the success of the book, and I need to ask you, what's next in your world? What does the future hold for Ryan Thaddeus?
Well, I'm actually, I've just finished my next book. It's called White Fences.
Oh,
I don't really have time to go into the detail of that book, but I'm excited about it. I like the content. I've got some review being done on it right now, so hopefully that comes back positive, and I'd like to have that out hopefully in the next 5-6 months.
wow. That'd be great. We'd have to have you on again.
Absolutely. I'll make sure you get a copy. You can do some reviewing for me.
Sure,
I'm going to get that
sounds
in
great.
writing right now.
I think you're one of the most comical guests we've ever had.
Oh, do you want me to start? I can start rolling here a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know we're running out of time, but I want to thank you for coming up to Indigo
Absolutely.
today.
I appreciate you having me on.
It was a pleasure for me too, and I hope we can do it again.
Great, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good
I
to
promise
meet you.
you. Yeah. Great.
That is all the time we have today for Lit Happens. If you enjoyed today's episode, you can see previous segments on the Shaw TV website or on my website, www.westfunk.ca. And you can connect with us online on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I will see you next time on Lit Happens.